Um, so this one is for all of you Californians, only California residents. I was looking up. I did a video Friday night, Saturday morning about checking up on California mayors and district attorneys, and I was looking up something that I had reposted something that said, "What in the flying fuck, California?" And it was detailing that Gavin Newsom had spent $9 billion on illegal immigrants, Medicare, healthcare, and we're $30 billion in debt. We got fires that have happened. People have lost their homes. They get $700 checks. And Gavin and Karen Bass are kind of scrambling a bit to try to look like they're doing good work, but it's all too late. It's like it's like dragging a fentanyl, a fentanyl addict at the last minute to rehab when they're going to get on life support. It's like, what are you doing? Um, we're not in a good way. I'm gonna post up that video for Maestro Politico up on YouTube, but it's up on X if you haven't seen it already. Take a look at it. It's pinned. We're not in a good spot. We are in a shitty spot where most of these politicians are still dirty as fuck, and those who aren't are complicit. What is a Democrat or Republican? If you were to ask somebody, especially an old person, maybe close to 100 or in their 90s, 60 years ago, they would give you a very different answer than what you would get today. Um, there's just a lot of characteristics about us, good or bad. There are lines in the sand. Now, I'm going to tell you some of the good that I think even Republicans have done, that Democrats had done on the left. So, on the left side of politics, or I guess to my left, since this, but what have we done? So, you know, maintaining abortion rights, maintaining gay marriage. We had to restore gay marriage because it's not anyone's business who gets married. If we're not paying taxes on somebody else's marriage, let other people get married. Why should it be our business? Why should it be our business who aborts? However, I have said recently that late terms, I would ban a lot of late terms. I mean, if you're this close to throwing your baby in a dumpster, which we know we shame that, why would we allow it? So, like detecting mental retardation in your children, uh, your daughter gets raped, life of the mother, incest, all this shit. Um, we would allow that, I think, and other civil rights like Indian gaming casinos. When Proposition 5 happened in 1996 for Southern California, that was a whole fear mongering, probably on the right, to get rid of those gaming casinos or not have them at all. But they didn't want to just stay on the reservations. Native Americans wanted to have gaming casinos, and now we have San Manuel, Morongo, Pachanga. We have all these different casinos uh, for their right to have them, the civil rights. And that's the line in the sand was like for the Democrats is like, why can't Indians have gaming casinos? Why can't gays get married? Why can't abortion clinics still be up? That's the line, right? Now, over that line is when we have the woke Sesame Street projects in Iraq, other woke projects in Ukraine or wherever they're allegedly found. We're spending money for our tax dollars somewhere else, and Gavin Newsom's probably still spending that money. Do you not see, Gavin? Do you not see what the fuck you're doing wrong? This isn't save the gays to get married anymore. Now it's like you went too far doing steroid levels of the things I just described to the line instead of helping your people. This is the one thing I'm gonna say to everybody who's Californian. 2026, don't fucking vote. Don't vote. Even if you voted on propositions, they'll either uphold them or not. Do you want your woke mayor to take another fucking trip to Ghana when there's an emergency? Fuck that. Fuck these people. 2026, I'm staying home. I'm not going to jury duty for them. 2028, I'll probably come back and vote for Trump again. And get, or not Trump, either it's going to be J.D. Vance, either it's going to be Kash Patel, or Tulsi, or RFK Jr., or if Elon Musk wants to run. Whoever that we've been seeing in the administration, that I'm going to vote for those people instead. And I hope Kash Patel gets confirmed. I am tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of the feet dragging. Because feet dragging is what's happening here in California. It just has to stop. It really does. Every day, things are not getting done because people are spending money poorly. People have to spend money here and there. Like I showed you the list of things that Karen Bass had misspent her money on way back, and it's still in my highlights on X. Think about how many other mayors are spending poorly. Hilda L. Solis for East Los Angeles County. What does she spend her money on? Does she help? I remember I was thinking about this last night. I was thinking about if anybody has ever driven through 3rd Street and Pomona. 3rd Street becomes Pomona. You have Atlantic, right? So you're driving down, there's Atlantic. If you were to have driven down those streets, okay, if you were to have driven down those streets almost 30 years ago, you would have seen like a group of illegal immigrants, 20 of them, inside a strip mall, inside a little parking lot. And a car, like a 70s car or late 70s, early 80s car would pull in to the side of the curb. Now, that they did that because at that time there was no Gold Line, there was no metro train station at all. It was all just a big old street where people just jaywalked back and forth. And I think somewhere they got tired of it, so they installed the Gold Line station, which was probably for the best, because why do you want a bunch of people crossing the street like that, jaywalking? So that's what people would do. They would jaywalk. So nobody's been abusive of that. So what are you going to do? Jump across? Some people still jump across the train tracks just to get to the other side of the street, but they'll do it. But I've missed my point. So a car would pull into that wide street to pick up illegals. They say, okay, ¿qué haces? What can you do? Okay, what's your skills? Okay. So they pick up these guys and they bring them into the car and they drive off. That's how it would work. I think I saw that too at a Best Buy also. So you get these illegals. There are 20 of them in there, and they get picked up to go and go work. So, the white guy says, they're taking away our jobs. But they're also taking away Mexican American jobs, Hispanic American jobs, if I have to speak to white people, Hispanic. So they're taking away Chicano American jobs, Latino American jobs. They're taking away other people's jobs, Chinese American, okay? Black jobs, they're taking away. They're just, so with the healthcare, they're taking away people's healthcare for them. Gavin Newsom wants to be your governor again in 2026. Fuck that. Antonio Villaraigosa wants to be your governor. Fuck him too. You know what I saw yesterday? I went to my local library. I saw a Jehovah's Witness stand within 5 feet of the entrance to the library. On private property, on a parking lot, on private property. This is a government building, right? Somehow, does that not seem wrong to you? We're fucked. So my advice to everyone is, please don't vote. Don't waste your time, your money. Stay home. Stay the fuck home. If you don't see better candidates, if you don't see a movement like Trump's movement is for this country, for California, stay the fuck home. And that's all there is to it.